Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Patronkast Plays Batman, Arkham Asylum. I'm Razor. He's Shad. But he is also the Knight. And my question for you, sir, is are you ready to face your fears?
Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the
I don't
little
think that's...
death. I will allow my fear to wash over me. Oh God, dead parents!
There is no crane.
Darkness. No parents.
Ants. You're covered in bees. My God. Bees.
Oh, it looks like the good doctor has started early. Your appointment isn't for hours. I'm sure you'll be buzzed through when he's ready. Tell me, Bats, what are you really scared of? Failing to save this cesspool of a city? Not finding the commissioner in time? Me in a thong?
Well, I wasn't, but now it's in my head.
That line stuck with me for the first little while after I played this game. There's the riddle for this, room, and I can't access it. Frustrates me. I'll have to come back for that later.
What, is that Harley's cell?
Yeah.
Looks like Harley's cell.
Or actually, I think it's her.
Pictures
I think it's her old office, maybe.
Oh, her old office.
There's a desk.
How many years has she been Harley and they still keep this shit up?
They're too cheap to remodel.
So I had a thought.
What's that thought?
I've had this thought on the Discord before, but Harley Quinn is just Bob the Goon, but sexy, right?
You're causing me to question a lot of things about myself. I mean,
Well,
she occupies that same space.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The corollary to this thought is my disappointment that Bob the Goon has never been adapted.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Mr. J's #1 guy. Why?
I mean,
where is Bob?
He kind of
Where is
inherently has
Mr.
a limited
Mr. the
lifespan.
Goon?
All right, time to get all Silent Hill up in
Yes,
here.
he gets shot at the end of the movie, but if he doesn't exist in the comics, then he hasn't been shot yet.
Batman! No!
Yeah, that was real. That definitely happened.
That's normal.
Looked exactly like that. If that was Jim, how would he know Batman was there? But Mr. the Goon, Robert, if you're nasty, has untapped potential, I would say.
Look into my eyes.
Oh yeah,
Feel
look
your
at that.
sins.
I wonder why they look that way. I wonder who that's. Are we under
I'm
the
Ghost
effect of fear
Rider.
gas as well? Have we, the player, breathed in the toxins? Is there a peripheral for this game that will release fear gas in your face while you're playing?
I'm
Can we
waiting
get that?
for it. If only. I want that day to
I think there's money left on the table right now.
I'm sorry, Jim.
My Gordon is dead.
Barbara. I'm sorry. I was too late.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed isn't available. Please leave a message after the tone.
So does he even
Barbara,
touch the
are
comm
you there?
in reality, or is he hallucinating even doing that?
Maybe everything's a hallucination. Maybe I'm naked.
Maybe you're in the fetal position on the floor at the beginning of the section and you haven't even entered it yet.
There is a part later on in the game, I'm remembering this, when you go through another one of these hallucinations, where like you're just up in a belfry and you have no idea how you got there. It's great.
I like this. This reminds me of the library at the beginning of Ghostbusters.
All this shit's
The books
just
flying
Silent
off the
Hill to me.
shelves.
Look at the bugs and everything.
Ooh, yeah.
You can squish them.
Is Batman afraid of bugs? These seem non-specific.
I feel like Bruce wouldn't last a day in Silent Hill. That's normal.
Yeah, there's nothing weird about that at all. I want to say, I don't know if it's now during the hallucination or when you come in here again later, but one of these morgue vault things, I think is supposed to have Ra's al Ghul in it, and then his body disappears.
That's later.
Okay.
I think that's later. Well, since the voices are telling me to get out of here, I'll get out of here. I don't want to find my parents or anything. God.
Oh no!
It's my parents, isn't it?
Oh no! Moving. They're both moving. There are 3. He only had 2 parrots, right? Unless you count Alfred.
Some of the flavor text in Sirius House on Sirius Earth, upon which this game is very heavily based, says, Daddy's dead, Mommy's dead, Brucey's dead. I should become that.
That's deep, man.
Father,
You should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
Yeah. As an 8-year-old boy, you should have punched that mugger before he could shoot us. Joe Chill would never have seen it coming. He would have been completely taken by surprise. No one expects to get mixed up by an 8-year-old.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce! Don't let us die!
It's a little late for that. Can I, before you open the third one, can I just say a personal pet peeve of mine is when adaptations don't give Thomas Wayne a mustache. Is that weird? That it bothers me so much?
Not exactly. When I think of the man, I do think of a mustache.
I'm also
It's been
bothered
done a lot both
by none of the
ways, though.
movies giving Alfred a fucking... None of the movies give Alfred a mustache or have him played by a balding guy.
Map
What's
not
that
available.
about?
I mean, I'm used to Michael Gow as Alfred. I can't see Alfred as non-traditional comic Alfred anymore, but for so long, I just pictured him as incredibly old, you know?
I mean, he is incredibly old. There are different ways to depict old. I'm just saying comics Alfred, animated Alfred as well, has always been, going bald and has a little mustache.
Can I open the bag now?
Yes, you may open the bag. Let's see who's in the third bag.
I like what's breathing now.
Yes, it is. Rising it with the chest up and down.
Boogity boogity!
Oh god, no! He got us! Would Crane use the cheap jump scare? Is that his,
He loves fear in all its flavors, man. Of course he would.
I suppose.
Back half
Not a
is really-
connoisseur, really open to all of them. Just
Back
felt a
half of this
little...
room got kind of jacked since we came in, don't you think?
Yeah. There's been some renovations. Honestly, it's in construction. It's still a work in progress. Don't judge it before it's finished. It's a very old building, You can tell that by the ancient magical slabs in the attic.
Oh no, he's huge like Xbox.
You're in my world now.
Who gave Jonathan Crane laser eyes? And go! These sections are so damn annoying.
Yeah.
I was not careful enough.
Well,
And at the end of fear, oblivion.
it always feels like they designed it so that you will inevitably fail. and have to do it over. Like, you have to, like, learn the stage layout, because you can't, like, predict when the walls are gonna break like that. If you take it slow, they do break ahead of you. But, you know, just take your time with it. So, I find...
You cannot escape my gaze. You will die here.
I've always found the Freddy Krueger but Needles glove a little... I don't want to say blatantly derivative. Like, it's obvious what they're going for, and there's nothing wrong with making him more like Freddy. But it's called fear gas, not... You know, it usually doesn't come in a liquid form that he can inject people with.
He is, I think, still pushing the stuff out of his mouth. I don't think he's actually injecting. It's for... I think the needles are just for effect.
Well, yeah, there's definitely been gas that we breathed in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, also, in Arkham Knight, he does inject people with the needles.
Oh, I completely...
So it's like he has both airborne and fluid forms of fear toxin.
It doesn't bug me.
But usually he doesn't inject people in the comics.
My memories of Arkham Knight are two things.
I'm okay.
Jason Todd and Carr.
Contact. Are you sure you're all right? Have you found my dad?
I'm fine. Had a little run-in with Scarecrow, slowed me down. I'll get back to you in a bit.
That's how we bounced
back. Okay, so he didn't really use the comms, but he did actually walk to the morgue.
So the great detective has solved a mere 10% of my challenges. Are you ready to give up yet?
The great white shark. I don't think he ever actually appears in the games.
Not to my knowledge, no.
He's an interesting character because his whole bit is that he was like a white-collar criminal who faked an insanity plea to not go to prison, to not go to real prison anyway. So they put him in Arkham, which is definitely way fucking worse than real prison. Why would you ever plead insanity if you live in fucking Gotham?
Living Hell is actually a really, really fun story.
And then in Gotham, he got tortured until he looks like an albino with sharp teeth, and now he calls himself the Great White Shark. So it drove him crazy. You know, mistakes were made.
Clearly.
And I like that the profile art shows a normal Scarecrow costume, like the one he's wearing in Asylum. He's thrown that shit together while locked up.
My personal favorite Scarecrow outfit is the one from Season 4, The New Adventures of Batman.
Oh, where he looks more like a zombie Undertaker?
Yeah, the zombie Undertaker thing is fantastic. I love, like, the glowing eye sockets, the noose around the neck. I think that was one of the... No, probably not the first ever noose appearance, but...
Yeah, my favorite detail about that appearance is that he was voiced by Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, that too.
But, it's interesting. There's supposed to be backstory.
Brain's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
Are you lost, little bat? Having trouble figuring out what's real and what's just a figment of your twisted little mind? Same here. Just roll with it, bats. It gets easier once you get in. It really does.
So there's in a tie-in comic, I think, or it was something that one of the writers of the show had said, but they never actually showed it. There's supposed to be like backstory to why he changes his outfit. That he had tried to hang himself while locked up in Arkham at some point. And survived, and so now he wears that noose as part of his outfit of, like... I don't know, maybe he had some epiphany of, like, oh, I almost gave in to my fears, or some shit. I don't know, but...
You know, BTS went to some pretty dark places, but I think that would have been a smidge too far. Just
maybe. I do appreciate the idea that, hey, why don't we explain some of these design choices when we're changing all the villains? Because, like, BTAS had a lot of villain redesigns. One of them was that, I mean, they just started drawing the Joker different. They weren't coloring his lips, which was kind of weird, but...
It was a step down. It wasn't bad, but it was a step down.
The Riddler switched from the suit and tie to the spandex. I don't prefer that, especially because they made him fucking bald for no reason.
Again, step down.
There is no backstory for that. I always wondered, is Eddie supposed to have cancer? Why is he shaving his fucking head?
So here's the deal. If you can find a way to get to Harley without anyone realizing, I'll give you your next present. Fail, and the old codger dies. Hell, I may even give you Harley. It looks like you could use a new sidekick.
Deep cut. Painful. Bear.
So,
Easy.
you know, it is...
Well, we'll see.
There is a story in the comics. It was part of Hush that Riddler did get brain cancer, but he had the tumor removed by Hush because Hush is a surgeon, and that's why they're working together in that story. I think he also got access to a Lazarus pit to help heal it, and that's what gave him the epiphany, because in Hush, Riddler figures out that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
I hope it proves you...
And I think he, like, I don't know, gets hit on the head later on and forgets or some shit.
Well, it was after... So, after Hush, the Riddler gets released from prison. He decides at the end of the Hush story that he's never going to tell anybody Bruce Wayne is Batman because it would be giving away the answer to a riddle.
Yes.
So, he's basically fucked. He can't actually use this information he has anymore. But after he gets out of prison, he decides to reform and stop breaking the law and become a private eye, because now the way he's going to try to outsmart Batman and prove that he's smarter than him from now on.
Detective in him.
Yeah, by solving crimes before he can.
Those issues were written by Paul Dini, and they were fucking incredible. And I remember being really disappointed when, in short order, they reverted him to being a villain. I feel like he had a lot of life left in him for that.
It lasted about a year, maybe two, in real time.
I don't think it was even two, dude. It was short.
It may have been just one. There was also a lot of him as a supporting cast member in Gotham City Sirens during that time as well. Where he's like basically, you know, Selina, Harley, and Ivy are the main characters of Gotham City Sirens. It's the three of them doing stuff together, and sometimes they hire Eddie to do private eye stuff for them, or at least Selina does. But that period of time is what made Riddler my favorite Batman character, period. So yeah, the fact that they reverted him afterward, they had him, like, get hit in the head, and, like, the brain damage caused him to revert to his old ways. That is the dumbest shit of all time.
Yeah, it was
like,
a real bummer.
I don't need a status quo Riddler. Honestly, all the best Riddler stories as a villain have already been told. We don't need to go back to that well ever again. Having him on the good guys team, or like at least some kind of you know, like a supporting cast guy who pops up from time to time, perhaps in the same way Jack Ryder does as a reporter, or that kind of thing. You know, he doesn't have to be around very often, but when he does, he's not like a bad guy, he's just a detective. That would be more interesting to me. And potentially you could use him more often than you can as a villain. Because I also kind of feel like Lex Luthor as a Superman villain kind of has a longer lifespan if you have him just kind of show up as a public figure in Metropolis and he's not always doing bad guy stuff. You know, where he's more like a side character like Jimmy Olsen is, or Perry White, you know, it doesn't always have to be that he's the guy responsible for the plot of the week, you know?
Hey, Razor.
There's also... Yeah?
Know when it's gonna rain?
Is it gonna rain bats?
Justice!
You took longer than I thought.
He's out of control. He's trying to prove something. I'm not sure I
I like that every time you encounter Harley
Don't do it.
one-on-one in this game, you knock her out in one hit. Every time.
I mean,
I don't know what it is.
she's not exactly built for a fist fight.
No, and she shouldn't be. Like, her main skill set, other than her degree in psychology, is gymnastics. She can do a backflip.
She'll get Batman with a mallet every now and then, but yeah.
Yeah, usually by sneaking up on him from behind.
But they find enough reasons to keep Batman from fighting Joker most of the time, so...
Never mind.
This is why I find Harley as a member of the Suicide Squad absurd to the point that it insults my intelligence. What skills do Harley Quinn have that could possibly be useful to that team?
I understand where you're coming from. However, Penguin was also on that team, and he has a gun, which is an umbrella.
He also has, like, mob connections.
That's not a skill. The Suicide Squad does not limit its occupants in terms of talent.
Oh.
They have had some useless fuckers on that team. I can buy absolutely anyone on that team. And
I am
it's a running
suggesting
joke
that this
even most
may
of the Suicide
be...
Squad considers Captain Boomerang, who is a frequent member of the squad, a fucking useless member of the squad.
Okay, but Captain Boomerang can fight the Flash with boomerangs, okay? That's useful. That's a skill.
It's a bit contrived, but we accept it.
How good at boomerangs do you have to be to compete with the Flash?
Okay, I need to concentrate on this because this sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same mechanic as every large boss, which is the biggest complaint people tend to have with the Arkham games, is the big guys just run into walls. And that's their idea of a boss fight, and that's all it is.
It's attacking me.
But I do want to say, they've made the choice to go with the Schumacher Bane here, where he was skinny when the venom was removed from him and only bulks up.
This is not a good design.
No, it's also way too bulky with all the machinery hanging off of him.
Very busy.
I don't care for... Generally, the biggest problem Bane has in adaptations is that they just make him dumb because he's so large. Whereas the threat of Bane in Nightfall was that he is as intelligent and good at planning as Batman is. He's a match for him mentally as well as being physically stronger. Because, like, the plot of Nightfall is that Bane comes to Gotham, and Batman doesn't even know who he is yet. And the first thing Bane does is let all the villains out of Arkham, so that Batman is exhausted from catching them all when Bane actually comes to fight him.
What I find exhausting is poor dietary regime. The man who eats his spinach.
You know, strawberries
Packed with
are packed
fiber.
with fiber.
Who was the only one of you to beat me at freestyle?
Let me lend a hand.
His name is Bane. Yes, Bane is his name. Say it too much and it becomes a name.
You want some of this?
Damn it.
I will find you.
He's coming for you, Bruce Wayne. He's stronger, smarter, clinically insane.
You've got a lot of that memorized. Ow. My backbones.
Do it again.
Well, you know, they say you are what you eat. You know what I see when I look at you? A frowny biscuit.
Bagel and cream cheese!
I will break you this time, Batman!
Oh, this time, as opposed to the first time?
Help me!
I guess if you go strictly by arc of continuity where Origins counts, I don't think Origins counts, but they want us to.
I don't remember
I guess he never did actually break his back.
I don't remember it having much in the way of continuity issues or anything. It was just a very average game. And I think I broke my controller during the Deathstroke fight.
I think it does have continuity errors because
it's been too many years.
In all those like interview tapes that you pick up, they describe events from Long Halloween in year 1 and stuff. And the plot of Arkham Origins is that it's Batman's first Christmas as
That doesn't make any
Batman.
fucking sense.
So it's during year 1. And it's the first time he's meeting the Joker after Red Hood has been dumped in the chemicals. And Bane is in it quite a bit. And it's a much better version of Bane, but... You know, those events do contradict the Long Halloween. And the sequel to Arkham Origins, which was a recently released VR game... gives a version of how Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face that's way fucking different from Long Halloween.
I remember reading some stuff about that.
Yeah, so in Arkham Shadow, I think it's called, you play as Bruce as Matches Malone, who has been arrested while undercover working for, I think, Sal Maroni. And it's at Match's trial that Jonathan Crane, as an attending Arkham doctor, tries to inject Matches with fear gas, and Bruce knocks his hand away, and Crane accidentally sprays the gas in Harvey's face, and the gas melts Harvey's face.
So the gas is acidic.
So it's like, we went from Sal Maroni throwing acid to his face to a guy who fake works for Maroni bumping Scarecrow, and Scarecrow melted his face.
Sure is a good thing I don't pay attention to Arkham games not made by Rocksteady.
Yeah, I think that's my big problem is I can't accept anything as continuity if it doesn't have Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Like, I don't really think Roger Craig Smith is doing it for me as young Conroy, you know?
I don't even remember the voice. What do I want?
So yeah, I don't really accept the WB Montreal games as solid. Like, I think the true Arkham canon is just the 3.
I mean,
it's very much like a Star Wars situation where I don't care for the prequels either. And I think there's 3 real Star Wars movies, you know.
I'm willing to say 6. I've been brainwashed enough.
Joker wants the venom.
That's what I call pod racing.
I'm heading to Dead Man.
I don't know, I have too many nitpicks about, like, the events being different from what Obi-Wan tells Luke in A New Hope and stuff like that.
I used to care about that shit, now I just don't.
I mean, yeah, that's
like,
the thing, is that people
just...
have given into apathy because Star Wars isn't as important culturally anymore, or they never cared that much to begin with, people who weren't, like, super fans, but...
I was a super fan. I came to understand that continuity is a thing that changes over time. And there will always be someone else running your game, running the franchise that you love. There will always be someone else imprinting their thing onto it. And you can't expect the thing you love to stay the way it is forever. And I made my peace. This is why I'm very big on the prospect of a jumping off point I don't care what people do. I have never played these new Arkham games. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Fuck VR. Don't give a shit.
Well, here's my philosophy, really, is that continuity is a social construct, okay? These are fictional stories. They didn't really happen. So something is only true if your mind tells you you want to believe it's true. So we get to decide our own headcanons for things.
We do.
And it's more about quality than anything. Like, if I want to say there are only 2 Terminator movies, fuck the others because they were bad specifically. Not because they were wrong, but because they were bad.
They can be bad
I can do that.
wrong.
Nobody can tell me I'm wrong because it's up to me.
Flawless victory.
Very nice.
Thank you. But yes, headcanon. I agree completely. Where was I going? Fat Cave.
East.
Can't wait to get back to my back pole.
The,
What's the deal with Dead Man's Point?
So...
It's been a favorite suicide location in Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Yeah, I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate from leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance, and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
I have to come to Arkham so fucking often. I thought it would be wise to have 2 bat caves.
Where's the error? The man is right.
He's not wrong. It's true.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee saw it. Do you see
it? Does.
I remember where that is.
Yes. It does suggest that, you know, the problems with Arkham as an institution and its success rate for holding people leaves much to be fucking desired. Ah, yes.
Let's talk about these 2 for a moment, shall we?
Can I just say, before we really get into it, how fucking much I hate that Batman has, like, 6 Alice in Wonderland-themed villains?
There is
literally... And they almost never team up with the Mad Hatter.
They have. There was a specific group that they formed in one story called the Wonderland Gang. And the funny thing is, if I'm remembering right, they actually brainwashed the Mad Hatter into being their dupe, pretending he was the leader of the pack when it was actually these
See,
two
that's
guys.
that's the dumbest thing, because every fucking story with these jobbers in it, I mean, Tweedledee and Tweedledum
and the
are... These guys are career henchmen, okay? They don't do anything other than show up working for somebody else. But the somebody else is usually fucking Joker. It's not the Mad Hatter. What the fuck?
It's supposed to be that one of them is actually like a really skilled like fighter, and the other's the brains of the organization. But like, they do have that permanent henchman vibe about them. Like, BTAS, to the best of my knowledge, never ever used them. I don't think there's a single episode that has them around at all. Like, they're kind of on that layer of being so silly it's impossible to salvage them.
There's also like, I think Gotham might have both a White Rabbit and a March Hare, and I think they're both girls who dress like Playboy bunnies. And neither of them works for the Mad Hatter either.
What the fuck kind of names are Deaver and Dumfrey?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question. They really stretched to get to Dumb and D, didn't they?
Who is named Deaver or Dumfrey?
Their parents wanted them to be Tweedledee and Tweedledum. that is deciding their destinies for them, alright? It belongs on the subreddit for, bad children's names.
As Gotham's veins slowly filled with pain and suffering, the effects were felt everywhere. My father fell first, infected by some foul disease. My mother lived on, but only in a dream. I returned to the family home to care for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night.
Never let an asylum be built by a man whose backstory is an Edgar Allan Poe story.
Prometheus had a hard life.
A challenge completed. Can you do more?
So, there was like, during the Private Eye, Riddler, Paul Dini writing Detective Comics era.
Ooh, wait, hang on.
He introduced, there was a girl who took up the carpenter of the walrus and the carpenter, and I think she one time participated in a robbery with Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And, like, she immediately quit upon encountering Batman. Like, she was fighting with, like, a power drill or something, and just dropped it and gave up on the spot when she saw him. And then she continued to appear afterward as the person who builds layers for Gotham villains, and the Sirens hired her.
Smart.
I always enjoyed that little character.
In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Good that DC has an arcade.
Another one of those boring psych evaluation tests?
No, it's not. So, you're the famous Joker.
In the flesh. So, Doc, do you want me to look at the ink blots again? The first one...
That one's a bat. That one's a bat.
The second...
That one's a bat.
Let's see. A dead elephant. The third is a...
Now let's skip the jokes.
Skip the jokes? Hey, Sharpie, didn't she get my permanent record?
Every doctor that has ever interviewed you claims a different type of psychosis. Everything from multiple personality disorders to, well, the list is endless.
I do my best.
Well, I don't believe it. Anything can be cured given a correct treatment.
Yeah.
You think you can cure me?
Can you cure faking it, Doc?
Oh, bless him.
So what was it that gave it away? The big...
Yeah, I don't think Joker is legitimately insane. I think he's just an asshole. You know, he's doing this all on purpose.
I subscribe to the theory that it's different every single day.
There's a magical MacGuffinism to that Grant Morrison super sanity bullshit that I don't necessarily find needed. And there's one thing, they just showed a trailer for a Lego Batman game that's coming out that's going to, like, go through a lot of backstory and, like, retell origin events and stuff, and it's based on, like, trying to take bits from every movie and combine it into a single plot.
That sounds like a messy endeavor, indeed.
I mean, they're picking and choosing, taking what they want, and I think it's a really cool idea.
I just jump kicked him in the dick.
They showed off an early level where you are going through Ace Chemicals after the Red Hood gang, and as you're going through it, the leader, the guy who becomes the Joker, falls into the vat at the end of the level. Throughout the entire level, he's already saying, like, every Joker catchphrase from 89 and The Dark Knight. So, even before he falls into the vat, he's already got the one bad day philosophy, and he's already trying to, make Gotham smile through crime and all that shit. And I actually like that idea. Like, that the chemicals did literally nothing, this is just who he fucking is.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it certainly reinforces it.
They've got to be responsible for something.
I think that is, the events of the Red Hood incident, falling in the vat. That is his one bad day. And, the Killing Joke showing that backstory of, well, he didn't even want to be in the Red Hood gang. He was doing it for the money because he was, an out-of-work, failing comedian who was putting up with the pressures of, like, trying to take care of his wife who was having a kid. and that, you know, it's a sad sob story, and that he becomes the Joker as a result of that. You know, there's merit to that too, obviously, lots of it. But I also just kind of like the idea of he was already on a path, and what happened to him just reinforced the path.
I try not to think about it much. I appreciate the vagueness of everything being open to suggestion and possibility. Like, there's that, like, there's the Killing Joke origin, there's the going sane origin. The multiple choice line from Killing Joke says about all I really need to say, I think. Wait, where the fuck am I going?
Yeah, that is the interesting thing. Like, all of the nuance of Killing Joke, the idea that he may have been lying, that isn't even his backstory, or that he was remembering it wrong in flashbacks. The flashbacks can't necessarily be trusted. All of that nuance is gone now, because everything since the Killing Joke has just gone, yeah, that's what really happened. It's too good not to be.
My journey lasted little over a month. Visiting
That's what I like in The Dark Knight. Every time someone asks, like, you want to know how I got these scars, he makes up a different story each time. Yeah.
I began my day returning home in good spirits.
He does it in one of these Chronicles 2 interviews.
I ended it kneeling in their blood, broken fragments of my life, pouring through dripping red fingers.
And then I look at the doll's house, and the doll's house looks at me. I was far too young to read that book. It is etched into my mind. But it's so good. I love that scene where, like, Batman first enters the asylum with the Joker, and Joker's like, April Sweet is coming in, lest the Feast of Fools begin, and, like, a bunch of people just babbling nonsense on the floor, and there's this one guy who's like, oranges? and the O in oranges is written as an orange. It's delightful.
Nice.
Right, over here. I'm blind as a bat! What's interesting?
What's that?
To the best of my knowledge, this little skull altar here serves no purpose. It's just there. It's just there to be full of skulls. It's not the answer to a riddle, nothing. It's just skulls.
Why not? Sometimes, you know, sometimes the criminals they keep on this island are violent. I don't know if you knew that.
Some of them have skulls for faces.
Sometimes the things they do result in piles of skulls.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
And when you do a crime that produces that many skulls, and New Jersey doesn't have the death penalty. It raises a lot of questions.
It's okay, just send them back to the asylum. We can cure them. Wait, that's how many dead?
Yeah, curing someone isn't the same as them repaying society for their crimes, or at least never returning to society ever again because their crimes are too great.
Disabling countermeasures.
Alright, it's time to get full on fucking Burton.
Have we not been full Burton this entire time?
No! No, this game takes... Go on.
I mean, it does have a lot of vibes from different places and a lot of its own material.
Part of what I consider makes this game so successful is that it feels like a little bit of everything. There's a gigantic Batman the Animated Series overtone over things. There's a bit of, like, you know, your realism from the Nolan films, possibly at the time that were just starting out, but
a little bit. I think more so in City.
More so in City, definitely. But this, what we're about to see right here, this is absolutely, completely, and totally Tim Burton territory.
Well, the suggestion I would make is that we're obviously going for the version of Gotham that's way more gothic and way more artistic, and you know, not necessarily a real world city and all that kind of stuff. And we've got, you know, a Batman in the gray, not all armor plates, He's got some like armor seam lines on the suit, but they're tasteful and they're well done.
Dr. Young was
and you've got, you know,
it was big. Lots of
characters like Poison Ivy are allowed to have their powers and stuff. So what I would suggest is that the Burton movies are the closest to real comics Batman that movies have ever been. That they embraced the surreality of the source material far more than Nolan and Reeves. And this is one of my big frustrations with the Reeves and Pattinson movie, is that it basically is just doing Nolan again. And I'm tired of realistic Batman, and I want Man-Bat and Poison Ivy and stuff.
My God.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum, do it. I fucking dare you.
What am I saying?
Do it. I want you to do it.
I mean, I'm very happy that the James Gunn universe is going to give us a Batman that is separate from the Matt Reeves one, that Reeves is being left in its own private continuity. Because, I mean, for one thing, the James Gunn movie is going to have Damian Wayne Batman, or Damian Wayne Robin.
She was heading to the mansion with cash.
And it's been a while since we've had any Robin at all in a movie. But, you know, as pertains to this game in particular, the only Joker in a movie, and there have been 5 Jokers at this point?
Something like that.
Yeah, you've got Jack Nicholson, you've got Heath Ledger, you've got Joaquin Phoenix,
Do these weigh more
fucking
than 100
Jared Leto, and Barry Keoghan. Is that? I have no idea how to pronounce his fucking last name, but the guy in the Pattinson movie. So yeah, there's 5 Jokers so far. Granted, Barry's only a cameo so far, but the only Joker who has, like, the acid flower, and the chattering teeth, and the joy buzzer, all that stuff, the only one to do all those things has been Jack Nicholson.
Took a little longer to find him than you figured it would.
Well, we are coming to what I would consider to be the end of the hyper-gritty period of superhero films. I think that, hopefully, in the future, because Superman gave me a lot of hope. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet, but James Gunn's Superman is just so openly, warm-heartedly embracing all the fantastical elements of that universe. I'd like to believe we can get a Batman that does these things again.
I thought Superman was absolutely fantastic and very much needed. And that's the thing, like, Fantastic Four was a perfectly fine movie. Like, it was much better than most Phase 4 and 5 Marvel films. But it didn't really have anything to say. You know what I mean? It's just a Fantastic Four story.
Look,
Its big message was, now the Fantastic Four exist. Superman's big message is that being nice to people is punk rock, and that's a great fucking message.
I do love that. That's great. I want that on a t-shirt.
And it's
so nice.
You know, it's just... James Gunn's Superman is making a statement about the kind of Superman the world needs after, you know, boring-ass Superman Returns and a full decade of Snyder trying to make his Superman happen and it just not working. We need, you know, kind, dorky,
to my work, but I could not shake
corny,
the pictures from my mind. I should have
the
been
nicest guy in the world, Clark Kent, you know?
Eager than ever to find an explanation for why someone
and to have him, you know, in a film where he actually gets a lot of dialogue and gets to be the main character. Because Superman rarely fucking talks in the Snyder movie. And it's so weird because they're about him.
I will say, I don't think every movie needs to have a particular message, something to say.
No, not necessarily.
Cool. And the fact that the Fantastic Four movie is a good Fantastic Four movie is enough for me for the time being.
Yeah, I'm just if you're comparing the two because they came out in the same summer.
I've got something to
just
say.
A couple weeks apart from each other.
Why are we the ones trying to...
Get over here!
So when Batman shoots the grappling hook at a human being,
damn it.
Are we stabbing people with that? How is that working?
Right into the chest. Damn it. No. Now you're crippled.
Then
Now you're
that's
fucking crippled.
That's gonna be some lifelong CTE. That's not good.
You're kidding me, right? That thing's not a man. My God!
Hello. My name is Dr. Gretchen Whistler. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I hear you, bitch. So when I'm getting hungry.
To the point, I see. Okay, what do I want?
Waylon needs to work on his manners. Maybe
his people
maybe you'll get fed when you stop calling people bitch.
His people skills constitute of how well he can prepare people.
The man was raised in a circus. You gotta make some considerations. But so was Dick Grayson, and he turned out great.
I'm sure when we find him, we can talk him down.
In fact, why are there so many different circuses and amusement parks in Gotham City? What's that about?
Rip your flesh like paper.
Can we get to know each other first? It's a madhouse, Razor.
I've been digging deeper into
Yes,
Dr. Young.
yes it is.
According to her bank records, there have been multiple payments.
I just like every time we visit the Joker's hideout of the week, it's a different abandoned amusement park.
One of Joker's oldest aliases.
So many.
So, Joker pays Dr. Young to create his army, and then all of a sudden he stops. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, fiddle-dee-diddle. It's time
for a riddle.
Oh, you found that one. Sorry, it wasn't much of a challenge. I was running out of time.
You had enough time to build a fucking brick wall and put it behind it.
We're getting to the point where he starts making excuses.
Yeah, he starts getting upset very soon from now. Like, you don't even hit halfway, and he starts throwing a shit fit. You're cheating. You have to be cheating. You must be cheating.
Is the ability to see through walls cheating? It might be.
I mean, I feel like it is a little bit. The man's got a bit of a point. Grrr. There's another one. Some of these, though, I know I can't get till I come back later on with a zip line.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they make the point of panning out to show me, like, every single friggin' one.
The payments to Dr. Young's account didn't stop exactly. They were declined. Dr. Young put a block on her account.
Sounds like she had a change of heart. She tried to block the payments. Joker doesn't like it when his partners try to back out.
So he decided to get himself back to Arkham, find his formula, and create the army himself.
Exactly.
Music score here, very Danny Elfman-esque.
I've hacked into her email accounts. 2 mails stand out. The first is a resignation letter dated last week. Sounds like she was trying to get away.
And the second?
A message from Joker. Well, Jack White. It's a long thread. She's begging to stop the experiment. Says it's
Jack White? How do you know that's the Joker? It could be the White Stripes guy.
family, a couple of bad jokes.
I have a list of demands on the vinyl factory.
Maybe he's trying to build the Seven Nation Army.
Switching me.
He says, I'm coming for you. I want what I paid for. And then another joke about wheelchairs. Lovely. And a drawing of some kind of donkey.
No mystery why she's so scared.
Don't take it personal, Barb.
The surface. I'll find her.
Not everything is about you.
I come in. Alright. Up that way. Over here.
But yeah, other BTAS Season 4 redesigns. Do you remember the Riddler suddenly changing from the Danny DeVito mutant to having normal fingers and face?
Oh, fucking Penguin?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That one might have been an upgrade. I think.
Yeah, I don't know that they ever needed to do Mutant Penguin because it's never part of his stories. Like, the episodes don't really address it, it's just how he looks.
I don't
and
get
like
me wrong,
it was only done because the animated series started like the same year that Returns came out.
Yeah. And I like DeVito Penguin, don't get me wrong. But it is a very uniquely Burton thing. The most Burton of Burton creations in both of those two films.
I mean, the big appeal for Tim Burton of doing Batman movies was that Burton loves films that are about societal outcasts and people who don't fit in or are shunned. And he tried to draw that.
Base is mostly goths. Continue.
Yeah. He tried to draw that parallel between Bruce himself and every villain that he fought.
Fuck.
So he had to do things like give Oswald Cobblepot a reason to be a societal outcast, and thus made him a penguin-looking mutant. The thing is that, again, that's a redesign that there is no backstory for, but there were some Paul Dini and Alan Burnett, I think, did them comics recently, like just a couple years ago, that are like set in the BTAS continuity, that were mostly telling stories designed to sell new action figures, like a BTAS version of Jason Todd Red Hood, a BTAS version of Deathstroke,
I wanted to pick that
BTAS version of Azrael's Batman armor. The plot in one of those comics, they have a flashback that shows Jason Todd throwing the original BTAS design Penguin out of a helicopter. And so Penguin stay in the hospital, and the plastic surgery that he needed is supposed to be the explanation for his design change to having normal fingers and stuff.
Oh, that's ridiculously dumb.
Yeah, it's completely unnecessary, but it's fine.
Asinine.
Yeah. I also want to say that Jason Todd doesn't fucking fit into BTAS continuity.
Well, since they already fucking screwed the pooch with Tim Drake, we know that. They made Tim Drake the guy that steals the tires.
Yeah, BTAS Tim is Jason Todd. He just has Tim's name. He has every he has every Jason Todd attribute.
Except for being dead, but umptish.
No, instead of dying, he gets
Jokerified.
Super traumatized. But it's still by the Joker. And it leads to his forced retirement, and then as an old man becoming the Joker in Batman Beyond.
It didn't get everything perfect.
No. It's still it's the spirit of those events. You know, it's
they
like
tried.
As the Jason Todd stand-in, he still meets a cruel fate at the Joker's hands that ends his career as Robin.
Yeah.
But yeah, the who else got a redesign? Oh, Poison Ivy. Originally in BTAS, in early BTAS, she just looks like a normal woman who wears a plant costume. In season 4, she has green skin.
Don't know which one I like better. They both really work.
Yeah, I mean, the green skin, I think I prefer it. And you could certainly suggest that she got that way simply by her developing her powers and getting stronger over time, or experimenting on herself, or however you want to do it. There was a BTAS tie-in comic that suggested the season 4 Poison Ivy, the one with the green skin, is actually a clone Ivy grew and left in Gotham so that she could secretly retire and get away from Gotham and stop being a criminal.
Interesting. God damn it. That was almost...
Because, you know, there are several episodes of, at least one, maybe two, of BTAS where Ivy can straight up grow people. And they usually don't last long, like they melt into plant goo by the end of the episode or whatever. They're usually just, like, short-term plots to replace somebody as part of some scheme to steal their money or whatever. But, yeah, apparently Green Ivy is supposed to be a fake. At least according to that comic. It's not necessarily canon. But it's an interesting possibility. I believe Ivy's green in this game. We haven't met her yet, but she'll be here somewhere.
She is, in fact, green.
I like her green. I like the idea that her plant powers are in her body and that she can control her man-eating Vetus flytrap monsters with her mind and all that kind of stuff.
Concur.
Which is, again, I want the fantastical elements in my fucking Batman movies. Come on.
What do you think of Prometheus, out of curiosity?
Prometheus is interesting
many
because
anti-Batmans.
So yeah, here's the thing: is that Prometheus, despite having a bio in this game, never shows up in any of the Arkham games, is not actually a character from Batman comics and has never fought Batman solo one-on-one, to my knowledge. He's from Justice League stories, and his gimmick. So there are quite a few evil Batman equivalents in his rogues gallery. There is Killer Moth, who's a rich guy who I think lost his parents to the cops or something like that, and thus became a criminal. And he uses gadgets, and is kind of Batman-y in his modus operandi. He just happens to have a moth theme costume.
Imagine taking Killer Moth seriously.
Yeah, the thing about Killer Moth is that he's become very much a jobber, and his most famous story is that he's usually the guy Barbara takes down in her year 1.
Yeah. Poor bastard.
Yeah. I'm a particular fan of the Killer Moth who appears in the Teen Titans cartoon, who has like a much scarier outfit where he looks more like a moth person, and he has like a daughter who's like trying to force Robin to go to the prom with her.
Remember like that mid-90s story where like he made a deal with Neron? He became like this giant fucking
he became a
monster, a literal killer moth.
A literal Mothman, and they changed his name to Chiraxes or something like that.
Yeah, this was around the time that Mr. Freeze became an actual walking icicle. Same thing.
I'm not a big fan of the Neron transforming people stuff that they were doing at that time. And I'm pretty sure they eventually reverted all of them.
Oh yeah, there's not a trace of that left.
Yeah. But Chiraxes did last longer than the other villains who were involved in that Neron story getting power-ups.
They just wanted anyone to take poor Killer Moth seriously.
Yeah, another one of them that lasted an inappropriately long time was, for a while, Black Manta had some kind of, like, fishman monster face.
Oh god,
under his helmet.
that fucking thing. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that took until somewhere in the mid-aughts for them to undo. The other evil Batman, there is Wrath and his Robin Scorn.
Oh, I almost forgot about those two losers.
Yeah, Wrath and Scorn are the most obscure ones. I think they appeared in The Batman, the cartoon from the early 2000s, and that's pretty much it, other than a couple of comics appearances. They're very underdeveloped, and they're just kind of...
Didn't we? Yes, we did.
You know, Batman's backstory, but backwards, you know, like... You know, all of these evil Batmen... I actually don't know if Killer Moth has dead parents, or what his backstory is.
Probably.
But Wrath and Prometheus both have the backstory that their parents were Bonnie and Clyde type criminals who were gunned down by the cops, as an opposite of the Waynes getting gunned down by a criminal and driving him to hate crime. They hate the law.
The Batman was a pretty good show. Doesn't get enough love.
Yeah. It was all right. There are some villain redesigns that I thought were too different for different sake, but
I mean,
all
they
in all,
made the
it was
Riddler into Marilyn Manson, and no one liked how that Joker looked. But otherwise,
the Batman, the cartoon. Its
Good
biggest
theme song.
problem was that it was made too soon after BTAS ended. So they had to like work harder to distinguish themselves, and I don't think it was necessary. But yeah, and then the third one is Prometheus. And Prometheus's big gimmick is that instead of spending years training really hard to become the best in the world at stuff, he cheats.
Yep.
Prometheus wears a helmet that downloads information into his brain like the Matrix. So if he just, he has a disc that has how to do Kung Fu on it, he puts it in his helmet and he can do Kung Fu. And so the first time he fights the Justice League, the way they defeat him is they force his helmet to download the motor skills of having, I forget if it's Down syndrome or cerebral palsy.
Yeah, questionable.
Yeah. So that seems like a pretty obvious flaw in the technology that other people can hack into it. Probably don't want something like that attached directly to your brain. But that is Prometheus's bit, is that he's evil Batman but lazy and a cheater.
You know what my favorite anti-Batman is?
Who's that?
Oh, I should have done a wish takedown. Bat Zorro.
Bat Zorro's pretty good.
Me and contaminate crime scene. That was so good. Bat Zorro was an idea whose time had come, and I really wish he'd appeared in more stuff. Oh my God,
yeah, honestly, I think the best application of the concept of Bizarro World is when you actually put Bizarro versions of everybody else Superman knows on Bizarro World. So you need a Bizarro Justice League, you need a Bizarro Lois and Jimmy, etc., etc. I'd like to see Bizarro Luthor and Bizarro Brainiac. What do they look like?
Bizarro.
What's Bizarro Zod? What's
Bizarro?
Bizarro, yeah. General Bizarro.
Kneel before Superman.
Yeah, he takes a knee every time you see him.
Just a really nice dude.
That would be amazing.
I believe he enjoys his persona too much. What's up, Doc? Today I thought we'd try something different.
A moment of silence for Terrence Stamp while we're here.
Yeah, Terrence Stamp passed away recently. Rest in peace. I still think he is the best Zod.
I think he's honestly like one of the best cinematic superhero villains of all time. He's up there for me. I love the casual arrogance. Go on.
I would suggest that in the comics, General Zod has almost no presence at all. He's almost a completely nothing character, and the fame of the character and the fact that he's basically been in almost as many movies as Luthor has at this point, and other Superman villains are having a super hard fucking time getting into films, but Zod keeps getting in. I would suggest that is entirely due to how good Superman 2 was. Terrence Stamp.
It's about Terrence Stamp. It is completely about Terrence Stamp.
Yeah, honestly, Superman 2 isn't even that good, but Terrence Stamp is fucking amazing in it.
Like, they kept on trying to do different General Zods in the Superman comics. Like, there were, 4 or 5 of them. And they only got it... At some point, they just gave up and went, fine, we'll just do Terrence Stamp. And it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's what makes Zod work. What he's famous for. And that's my problem with Michael Shannon, is that obviously they wanted to do their own thing. They're like, we're not using the Williams music, and we're not doing this, and we're not doing that, because they've already been done before, and we're being original. And I get why you'd want to be original. I don't necessarily think it's the best way to handle comic book properties. I think you should just go for whatever is most famous and best, generally speaking. And, you know,
takedowns. Double the fun.
I would have had Michael Shannon grow out a goatee and tell Superman to kneel at some point in that movie. And those are the only two changes I would make, and they're not big changes. And he does already have, like, the chin goatee, but nobody likes the Fred Durst look, man. You gotta grow the mustache, too.
Down for the nookie.
Actually, I think Terrence Stamp had a full beard as well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. You do at least a goatee, if not a full beard.
Come on, tough guy. Come and get us.
Oh, look at him. Stuck out there. Ain't you got a cat to rescue from a tree or something?
That's the other guy.
Go on.
Yeah, that's... You're thinking of Superman, my dude.
Just, you know, just have to let them get the feud before I go take care of them. From the real entrance.
No, Batman doesn't save people. Superman saves people. Batman beats up criminals.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Is there a Chronicle of Arkham in this room? I misremember.
Yeah, I would have expected there to be a slab in here, too.
I think there is, but it's just further on.
Probably.
Things are slowly coming back to me.
Yeah, I can't believe Batman just left.
Oh yeah, he definitely just left. He's not going to come back at all.
They tried to come through and take him on. He wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, me too. I'd rip his head off and give it to Joker for a paperweight.
Always sucking up to the boss.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do any of these guys have guns? One of them has a gun, okay.
This city is afraid of me. I've seen its true face. You'll look up and you'll ask me to save you. And I'll look down and whisper, oh, boom shakalaka! He's on fire! From down town!
That's what Batman says. Right in the dick! Every time!
I know what I'm doing.
Every time!
I know what I'm doing exactly.
Why? Why does it keep hitting him in the dick?
That was for my dick. Aw, she's all tuckered out. No, okay. Where was I supposed to? Probably up. The answer's usually up. Up somewhere.
Usually.
Vents, grates, grills. What am I missing? Come on. It's been a long day, but I can do this. The answer's got to be up here somewhere. Or...
Speaking of which, have we hit an hour yet, maybe?
I mean, it's very possible. Aha! What time have you got?
Well, we started the call at 10, and we did some sound test and go into the bathroom and stuff, and it's 11:30 now.
Ludicrously ostentatious vehicle of yours.
Why, thank you?
So we're probably in the ballpark.
Probably. Ah, there it is.
If not over. Yeah, there you go.
Well, let's make a little bit more headway. We have a lot of gameplay to go.
It's true. It's true. There's a slab. Turn the slab.
There it is. I knew I remembered
Suffer
it
my
being somewhere.
curse.
They brought the animal before me, shameless and barking like a mad dog. For what felt like days, I endured his boasts. He took pleasure recounting his actions, cataloguing his depraved crimes. What should have been revenge turned to pity. This poor dog needed my help.
Oh, we'll help him, alright. We'll help him good.
Yeah, yeah.
Joker here with a little update for you all. First, the good news. We have Dr. Young. Bad news, she's not talking. She's in the document somewhere in the mansion. I want it found. I've got a plan or six to loosen her tongue, but in the meantime, search every cook and granny. Surprise for whoever finds them.
I need to find those notes before Joker does.
Let's see. 10 dudes, all unarmed. That's an invitation. There's times for stealth. This is not one of those times. This is fun time. Such an anticlimactic ending. I was doing so well. One day, I'll get like a 50-hit combo and earn that Patreon money.
That's what it's for.
I want to entertain.
I understand. So why does that statue have a grate on it other than to hide the riddle?
There is no logical purpose. And believe it or not, this statue... The riddle for this room is who is the main man in the main hall. You'd think it's this. It's really not. Not at all.
Gonna make you work for it, huh?
A little bit. But first... more interviews.
Patient interview 1. Patient was referred to me after the incident with Dr. Murphy. He appears to have suffered a breakdown of sorts. I believe it was brought about after the loss of his wife and child. As yet, the patient has been unable to speak. Continued observation shows little mental activity. It's as if the shock of what he saw triggered his mental collapse.
There's someone in here! It's him. We found him. Break down the door!
Note to self, as ever, it is difficult to continue my research under such conditions.
Step away from Dr. Combs! Now! Get down on the ground! We found them. Someone get a medic. Oh, God, what's he done to him?
I do love how this starts out with, like, him doing the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not so much a patient interview as it is the doctor's comments. That was Scarecrow himself.
What do I want?
My face on the $1 bill.
I would also accept a little song, a little dance. Batman's head in the lens. Tell me, what do you know about town? Crap. 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 Ooh, this one I like. The skulls. The bodies, even all such a glow. I don't know if it's art, but I like it. Jack Nicholson was the reason I wanted to be an actor when I was a kid. Love that performance.
The island changed little over the years. Its reputation was in tatters, but I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were rebuilt, I saw the future. A bright, wonderful future.
Meant to do that.
We're in control. Where did she go? I don't know. Answer me! I said I don't know. Are you looking to die? Are you? I'm not screwing around. Where did she go?
Listen, we tried to tell you. We have no idea where she went.
I have no idea where her spine went.
Gone now.
What's that collar do? Why is it making that noise?
It's the suicide collar, but it sounds weird.
Suicide collar?
Well, they've got
Those
some
words
other
don't
things,
belong
but,
together.
We just use them to monitor patients' heartbeats. If it drops too low, the alarm goes off and a crash team rushes in.
And so does my crew if you trigger one. How do you like them apples, bats? Standing around in the... let's see... the West Wing. They'd be there now if they weren't busy knocking a little sense into cash. I'll tell you what. I won't spoil the surprise and let them know you're coming.
But I left Cash back in intensive care. With the doctors.
He, you did tell him to, like, get the doctor somewhere safe or something, so...
Quite right, thank you.
So they would have left the room.
Cash is in the next room. Sounds like he's taking a beating. You'd better help him.
I'll take care of it. You stay here.
Can do, Chief. Can't get that yet. What was that? No, seriously, people who have watched this show for a while know that I'm theatrical and wacky, and I try to be funny and entertaining, and really all of that, probably all of that, can be traced back to seeing Jack Nicholson as the Joker when I was a kid. It made such an impact on me.
I'm not talking.
Sure you will. Harley Quinn is on her way up here soon. She knows ways to live.
These guys are going to be tricky because they're not walking back. Well,
She can do her work. I ain't talking. Period.
a couple of them are, but that one in the corner is standing still, and I don't think he's under a gargoyle. So. Be a bit of a problem.
He's under a gargoyle.
What are you doing?
And now he's going to stay under that gargoyle.
Just like you're gonna stay down. Nothing. Guns! How do they know my one weakness?
There are crates down there.
You guys may want to have a look on the walkway. Someone left you a gift.
There's nothing on the walkway. Nothing at all.
Joker was right. I found someone.
Come on, little guy. Come on.
What happened? Just wake up. Come
You
on.
can do it.
Leave him here. Spread out and find the back.
A little further.
Wait up. I'll watch your back.
There it goes.
Hey, get off me!
Nah. I'm having too much fun.
Uh-oh.
I'm fine. I'm not fine.
You have smoke bombs?
Little bats of
Not yet. Not yet.
Someone finish him off.
Oh, I was a bit too careless there, but I was having so much fun.
Maybe.
Let's do it again.
Hit him again! Harder!
Thing is that the glide kick and then punch them when they're on the ground is a fast takedown, but it's not a silent takedown. So sometimes they catch you doing it.
Oh God! I found someone over here.
Damn it! I thought it was worth a shot.
Flank him!
Like who? I'm not even here.
You won't be for much longer.
Alright, I'll be good. 4 of them. Thought I'd done for more than that. Damn it!
There it is.
Hey, someone help Bat Baby up off the floor.
Alright, once more with caution. I promise.
Hit him again! Harder!
You're gonna need more than that. Why you? Get your free. What are you doing? Ah!
I hate when they
You know what's
move.
an interesting bit of possible strategy that I've never noticed before is that there's multiple kinds of guns. Like the first guy you knocked out had a shotgun. I mean, most of them have assault rifles. And I would think the assault rifles, because they're rapid fire, would be the ones you want to take out most.
True.
Sometimes you can't prioritize guys, you just have to go by whatever order they are available to you in.
Hey, get off me!
I just found it interesting. Later games would give you an electronic gadget that can disable guns by like shooting it with a burst of shock, or something like that. Or like hacking the gun so it won't fire.
Yep.
And I guess my question has always been, how the fuck does that work?
Can't see him anymore.
Are there guns in Gotham City that are like they have like a digital control scheme and won't fire without electricity?
I remember playing Watch Dogs and like you could hack the elevators for no reason.
Not anymore. Stay silent and I'll be back.
There's a lot about the design of Watch Dogs that does not make sense.
No. So much.
And kind of the thing that frustrated me about Watch Dogs is that it's basically just Assassin's Creed,
Except for the
without
fact
all
that
the
you're,
good
like,
parts.
I told her to run.
With like the driving capabilities of GTA, if GTA was just comprised entirely of wheelchairs on ice.
I guess.
And the thing is that Ubisoft has always said that the reason they won't make
I need to find her notes.
an Assassin's Creed set in the present / near future, whenever the Desmond time period is supposed to be, the reason they never gave Desmond his own game
Stay here. I'm going to find
is because they didn't want to do Assassin's Creed with driving. They didn't really want to do a modern day game. And then they made Watch Dogs, and that's exactly what that is. So where's my fucking Desmond game? Like, That's why I lost interest in that series when they killed him off at the end of 3. Like, 4 is actually my favorite because of the pirate stuff. But I haven't played an Assassin's Creed since 4 because none of them have Desmond and none of them have pirates.
Never was much of a fan of the games.
I think they made a recent one that had pirates again, but I'm not gonna bother.
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bats? Good luck. I've got a crew working over the doctor as I speak. They'll squeeze the formula out of us soon enough. Not to mention the army of clowns ripping this place apart. One way or another, the formula will be mine. Why don't you just give up? Go on, roll over and die for once.
Yup. I'm gonna scan that.
It's gotta mean something.
Sigh. Just feel bad looking at the man.
Interesting they never clean the writing off the cell walls. They never get rid of anybody's paraphernalia.
I'm sure this place has a
How
very
long-
high mortality rate among its
How long has
cleaning
that been there?
staff.
Because the Amadeus built the asylum. How old is the asylum? Like 100 years old? And that's still there?
Give or take, yeah. Maybe these were the earliest cells.
Maybe. Saying they could hire a cleaner.
Dead in a week.
Real fucking budget issues. Where's Bruce's money going, honestly? Because, you know, the argument from internet casuals is why doesn't he's a billionaire, why doesn't he use his money to fix society instead of beating criminals up? You know, just beating up poor people. And it's like, well, he does both, man. He does both, and
he is a billionaire philanthropist.
And weirdly enough, neither works.
It's almost like the root of human nature. It's to be flawed.
I mean, there are excuses you could make about how Gotham City is cursed, like supernaturally, like built on an ancient Indian burial ground type of shit, or the Grant Morrison approach would be to say that Gotham was founded where this demon called Barbados used to make its home, and Barbados was a giant bat monster. And also maybe connected to Darkseid.
Was it? I think I missed that bit.
Yeah, I think Barbados ended up being the
office. It looks like they couldn't get through the main door.
You know, in Final Crisis, Batman gets shot by the Omega Beams, and the Omega Beams send him through time, like reincarnating as past Waynes. And there is like some monster also chasing him through time that's like the personification of the Omega effect.
Found your boy.
I think that creature was Barbados.
Another one of the easy ones. Don't feel too proud, Batman.
They also gave Barbados different lore that made him connected to the Dark Multiverse and the Monitor and Anti-Monitor and Perpetua and all that bullshit that they made up for those Dark Knight's Metal crossovers by Scott Snyder. But I fucking hate all of that. Like, it's New 52 and after the lore on the big multiversal stuff is really, really obnoxious and terrible. And I wish that they had just not touched the Monitor and Monty Monitor anymore. You know?
If I'm being quite honest, Final Crisis was really the thing that lost me. That and the New 52 reboot, like, the New 52 reboot was like, it was the nail in the coffin. Final Crisis just What was the point of it exactly? Why did it exist? Because the original Crisis on Infinite Earths had a proper function. It was intended to tidy up everything, to like to conglomerate all the worlds into one.
So here's the thing: is that Crisis on Infinite Earths?
The only question now is who opened it.
The natural 2000s follow-up had already been done. It was Infinite Crisis. So the only reason Final Crisis happened is because Infinite Crisis made a lot of money, and they were in this period of just spamming crossovers every summer. Once a year, we have to have a new event comic.
I mean, honestly,
and Final Crisis doesn't even really have anything to do with the concept of crises.
No, it doesn't.
It's honestly just a superheroes versus Darkseid story, and then there's like this Superman adventure B plot where he does some multiverse stuff, and there's an evil monitor that barely matters to the main plot. And Final Crisis didn't reboot the universe at all. Like Crisis on Infinite Earths rebooted the multiverse into a single Earth, and Infinite Crisis brought back the multiverse.
I guess
Final
that was
Crisis.
The point of that? I feel like
Final
the real
Crisis
point of Infinite
has
Crisis was to bring back Jason Todd and Superboy Prime. But
yeah, I
continue.
mean, there was other stuff. Like, it did some retcons to the post-crisis continuity that the writers had wanted to do. But Final Crisis had no long-term consequences.
Nope.
It really did nothing to the status quo and is just an empty event.
Just to break in before we finish it off for the night, because I think at this point we're ready to stop.
Yes.
I haven't even checked. Do you think that this is a riddle solution?
The Black Mask's Black Mask? Maybe.
Damn, we're good. So very good. Alright, we should probably cut it off there before I start talking about how much I love Judd Winick's Black Mask so very much. And how he's actually one of the secret best things in the Under the Hood comic series.
He is pretty good.
Next time.
I do enjoy the Black Mask's personality. I think that
I like how he's become a snarky sadist in recent times. It's fun.
Yeah. The thing I know Black Mask for is a series of events in which he kidnapped Catwoman's sister and the sister's husband, and he killed the husband and forced the sister to eat parts of his body to drive her insane, just to fuck with Catwoman, and that led to Selina fucking killing him.
Yep. He became a real whack job towards the end of that last continuity before the New 52 stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. Take us into the heavens, Razor. We are done for tonight.
Yes. This... I don't know how long we clocked in. It might be an hour and a half or more. But, if it is a double-length episode, enjoy. And see you later, nerds.
I don't feel the least bit guilty because I'm just having so much fun. After being tired of Batman for so long, it is nice to go back and just enjoy again, you know?
Yeah, I think the thing is that I don't get tired of Batman. I get tired of specific takes on Batman.
Well, see, for me, it's a bit different because, like, I'm known or was known amongst my friends and my associates for a really long time as, like, the Batman guy, the guy that dresses up as Joker for a couple of Halloweens, and when your life becomes a series of people sending you every single piece of Batman media or skit or joke that they can find, and it's all you see 24 hours a day, day in, day out, you start having questions about your own identity and whether pop culture is constituting everything that you are.
See, I have that problem with people thinking of me as the Mortal Kombat guy.
Yep.
And it's especially difficult because I haven't enjoyed Mortal Kombat in the past 5 to 10 years. Maybe 15.
Well, this is what you do. You do what I did. You take like a 10-year break, then when you come back, you find your passion for it again.
Well, one hopes you will.
Hey, I'm having fun right now.
I am looking forward to the Legacy Collection. Maybe that'll spark some joy.
There you go. Alright, enough for the night. Have a nice day.